I hope that it's able to like pick me up. I know the audio is going to be crap, but I'll explain it better later. There's this like yeah, I'm not actually used to that. It's all fancy to me. but yeah, like it's kind of weird. But like, I don't know if, here, hold on. I don't know if anyone really knows this, but like when you're swimming, it does feel really cool. It's a good way to forcibly let go and to help yourself learn how to truly trust your body, because you negate your other senses. You negate your eyes and your sight and your sense, and it's truly terrifying for me. Like I thought I was going to have a panic attack at that point, because like just the act of getting into the water itself was deathly terrifying. But I kept going because, you know, when you know the steps, when you know the equation, it's pretty easy. Because like if you already know the answer to the equation, then the act itself of the equation is hilariously dumb. Like, it's not worth it. But either way, alright, I'm going to get off here now. Again, I'll be editing all this together. And then I'm like editing by adding the videos together. I'm not fucking doing any of that other shit. But yeah, and then I'll add a little thingy where I talk afterwards. And but right now, I'm just going to like sit in the thing and have some footage of me being weird. Real talk though, those bubbles on my back is fucking amazing. Holy shit. Hold on, memo to me. the act of trying to keep myself afloat in the water feels like a really good exercise. I'm just going to keep that as a note. Yeah, so I think that does look pretty cool. Because then I don't have to really do a bunch of other stuff, and I can float around and then I can stop and have fun. But then, like, I can forcibly make myself float. Oh, that's cool. We all float down here. I gotta remember to ask if there's any other way to use your arms other than just this crappy up, down, left, right bullshit. I need to understand if there's a way I could propel myself in stationary, because I just don't know. All right. I really think I'm onto something with this shit. My arms hurt like a motherfucker. figured it out. Okay, so I'm not stationary. I have to go in a little circle or like a little orbit around myself. Doesn't that mean that the kinetic energy is what's going to make me lose weight like the Flash? But then when I go too fast, I end up messing up. Oh, but I have to slow down like on Jacob's ladder. Another note to self, must get underwater headphones, like for fucking sure. Sure. That reminded me that Kenny Loggins or Rogers, I don't know exactly. Everything blends together now. It's like touch and go. I can touch the side of the pool and then go to the other side of the pool and know it's okay because I know the steps and everything. It's like the rhythm. Once you're able to sink into the rhythm and slow down, it works. But how do you do breathing exercises underwater? Must contemplate and go further. When I was bouncing around, it reminded me of the Easter Bunny, you know, like being reborn and whatnot. That's what it feels like whenever you let go of your fears. It's fucking nuts. You feel like you're reborn. It's nuts. However, it also reminded me of the jumping vampires. I don't know which lore they're from, if it's like Japanese or Chinese or Korean, I don't know. And I apologize for not knowing. That's just my ignorance. You know, I'm an American. What can you say? But I'm learning, and that's all that matters. All right. Okay, so for leg day, I can try and maintain the stance from Lord Genome in motherfucking Gurren Lagann. Or better yet, no, it's my stance. The me that believed in myself. Because I was the me that believed in you long enough for me to be the me that believed in myself, so that you can believe you that believes in yourself, so that we can be the people that believe in ourselves as a team. A bunch of mini hadron colliders working together forever and ever. Isn't that fucking cracked? Oh, but back to the point. The point is that whenever I'm in a deeper pool, that's how I can work out my legs and my lower body, like my torso and my legs, by disconnecting the top half and forcing my bottom half to go. And then my fight or flight response will kick in and I'll just start swimming. And eventually, if I'm brave enough, which I am, I'll just start doing it. So what I figured, in the shallow water, it can be a different exercise, and I can do like those dances that they do in like the Russian dances where they're like kicking their, I don't know if it's Russian or German. Fuck, my ignorance is ridiculous. I'm gonna find out, but like those dances where they get down real low and they drop it down to the flow and then they start kicking their little legs. Well, I can do the same thing, but it will work those muscles out. Found the motion, I'm just gotta practice. So it's like, I want to show you. It's like little pistons. Like my legs are like Luffy, like little gum fruits. And I just start moving them, kicking my little legs, and then just eventually I'm gonna get good at it, because you know, even Luffy didn't start off with the Gatling gun and immediately. My man couldn't even, he was a limp noodle. And you know what that's all about. Yeah, but we can laugh at ourselves now. Ain't that awesome? Holy shit, I'm fat. It is what it is, man. But it's all good. Here's the thing. So I found the motion, and I'm going to see if other people, I'm going to show this to other people, and hopefully they can help me. But either way, I found the leg movement, but I don't know what part of the legs it's hitting. And I also don't know the reason why I keep having to fall forward and backwards, like why I keep wobbling. Is it an issue with my trunk or my core? Like, I know, or is it because I'm locking in my top place? But that's the whole point, is to sheer force, brute force the float. Oh, maybe I have to link up the top and the bottom, and I had to learn top and bottom motions so that we could work together like the left and right hemispheres of our brain. Oh, okay, cool. All right. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get out of here. The water's stopping. Oh, cool, the water stopped. So you can hear me better now. So, like, that's what it was always about, you know? Everyone's out here pushing a theory, pushing theories, concepts, ideas, but no one has a belief. And there's a difference between a confidence in a person who believes and a person who's just guessing. Then that's dictated by us. Fear, trauma, responses, fear in general, conditioned, classical, otherwise. See, I'm attached at the head, so of course my body can't function. And then of course my body can't function, and we're out here believing that we're creatures of habit and we're preconditioned, and marketing and advertising is literally the thing causing the issues, along with power. Funny how that all works out. Fact and fiction are intertwined. They work together. But you have to stop being afraid of them. You have to become people without fear. And then it all becomes easy. It becomes a joke. Because you can look back on yourself and laugh. You can look back on yourself and others and laugh and cry and honor and remember and learn and grow from the mistakes. You never want to feel that shame. I know. We know how it sits on a heart. We know. I know. But I didn't look. And we didn't look because we didn't know where. Because we never did the Captain America thing and joined the helicopter to the top of the building. Because not one person gave anything a shot. Because they couldn't. They weren't allowed to see it. Everyone, all of the scientific discoveries were discoveries of things that were already existing. And now we're out here getting manic with science, getting manic with religion. The rapture was just literally what just happened. Disconnect, the divide between everyone. It's that. And then everything else is falling into place. It doesn't matter. I just have to fucking be the positive joker. Instead of chaos, just doing things positively, causing ripples like a fucking like opposite Final Destination. How cool is that, man? When you follow the way, you'll be okay. I know the way.